All right, boys, it's 14th day of September, about 4:04. Some people may be interested in seeing what I'm going to show here. This is a CZ457 Action, a CZ American stock. Now, I've got two American stocks, and they're sort of different colors. This one looks more like walnut. The other one, well, it may be walnut, but it's sort of it's not as dark. And it's bigger right here versus this one. This feels more right in here, more like my Varmint stock. But that Varmint stock, I believe, is heavier out here because it's beefier out here. Now, this is a CZ457 Lilja Varmint taper. They make 3 barrels, evidently. I just looked at their site. They make 2, a 20, I believe, or a 20.5 and an 18-inch bull barrel. Then they make this one. I think this one's about 20.5 inches, the Varmint taper. Okay. I took a, I'll get it over here. Let me turn this camera off. Okay, camera back on. So what I did, I took this Sharpie right here, put that sandpaper in it, and sanded that channel out. Now, this does pass the $1 bill test. The rear lug is in the gun, but I took some aluminum tape and went around it, and that lug is snug in that gun compared to what it was new. Now, I've bought this gun with a 22 long rifle barrel originally. Well, we ditched that. So I tightened the lug up. The lug's in it, a fraction over 20 inch-pounds on the screws. It passes the dollar bill test. I've shot it at 51 yards. It shoots very good. CCI V&T. Now, when I sanded that, you know, these stocks, these Actions barrels, they don't necessarily fit perfectly straight in these stocks. So I actually had a little more pressure doing equal sanding on this side here. So I sanded some more. Like I said, it passes the dollar bill test. It didn't take me long either. Using this 180 grit paper, 120 grit paper, and I used some 182 with that magic marker shoved down in there. Now you will need to, based on this stock, you'll be sanding even back this far a little bit, but right in there especially. Right in there and out here. Because of the factory contour barrel difference, okay? This barrel here is not as heavy as the bull barrel. Now, one of those 18 inchers, the weight may be equivalent. I don't know. But I like these. I've had good luck with these. But this one right here is a V&T CCI lover, boys, okay? I think I've got one more that likes it too. I just don't know if it shoots it as good as this one. That's a squirrel getter, boys. So now, if you bought a bull barrel, you see what you're going to run into out here, right? You're going to be coming on out here. You won't have much wood out here when you get done compared to this barrel. The Varmint taper. But you do what you want. Sharpshooter just shows what he's done, and I give free advice. Now, the Varmint stock that you get with one of these guns with a bull barrel would be a better choice. But I do believe it weighs a little more because it's beefier out here. It doesn't have, see this taper on it? And one thing I noticed about this American stock, when I'm shooting off the side of my shooting stick, I like this stock better. Because the stock is not as thick here. It just feels better to me. But I need to shoot this, you know, I need to get a little bit back used to this because I've been using that old Varmint stock for a while now. And something else, and I'll mention this, I don't know how everybody is, you know, when it comes to shooting, but, you know, I was playing with that damn air rifle with a pistol grip. Well, that sort of bothers me when I use this gun here, at first especially, so I'm not going to fool with that. It affects my shooting. And I know how to hold this right here, boys. Well, it becomes very second nature to me. But if I use that old pistol grip on that air rifle, it plays tricks with me. Anyway, I thought I would share it. Now, this barrel is stainless steel. What you see in this camera is what I've done. I painted it. You see it's getting scarred. I'll have to touch it up. I don't like a stainless steel barrel walking around in the squirrel woods. You know, they got high IQs. Glow in the dark if you walk in the woods with a stainless steel barrel on a rifle. Okay. Scope mount wise, you know, if you put the bull barrel on too, you're going to be pushed up more on your scope if you want to mount a low scope. It's going to affect it a little bit, okay? You see, I don't have much clearance there, but I got enough to get a cover on that baby in the rain. That's all that matters to the sharpshooter. I like them low, boys. Especially that big old 50mm objective. Some of these guys shoot rifles I see over on Rimfire Central. Well, they're way high. I don't know how you would ever take one of them in the squirrel woods, especially with leaves on. Well, that's going to conclude the video. I hope you enjoyed.